Hi there, you're welcome back to Spotty Cat. Oh, so it's okay, just let it record. Hi there, this is Spotty Cat, which is Sue and me, and of course the pussycat. Well, we've been a little bit up ourselves recently, so today I thought we'd start with what we got out of Skips, which isn't the apple. I'll tell you about the apple. You know, we've been sponsored by Apple. Well, we've had a bit of complaint about the you know, about the logo. So salty, that's right, isn't it? That's right. They'll be happy with that, won't they? So right. You're not going to appreciate my skills of speaking when my mouth is full. Oh. We had to abandon that. Anyway, things from the Skip. A perfectly usable. Why did they throw this away? It's one of those hang over the door things that you get from IKEA. I mean, you know, you don't think IKEA ever goes out of date. Anyway, we rescued that from the Skip, and Sue thought these were the same as another pair we had on, but they were bulldog. These things are hardly ever very expensive. I don't know if you can just hang them on the wall if you wanted to. These are 9.5 and 11s, made in England before we exported all our pollution and slave wages. It's got stuff. It moves, look, it moves with stuff. Anyway, obviously they're usable as well. You know, if you go walking a lot, your walking boots and things like that, it's worth stretching them. And finally, out of the Skip, we got how could anyone throw Cartman away? It's like throwing a crucifix away. I mean, it's just sacrilegious, isn't it? And yeah, and this is a money box. Absolutely perfect for me because it hasn't got a bottom in it and I haven't got any money, and it says made in China and something else on there that I don't know. You know, it's trademark. Anyway, I'm going to get some other things, but as far as Cartman says, it's time to get home. And let's get in something beautiful. A couple of things up here. Grab them away. And yes, and you get him. Go on, Cartman. We loves you, really, you damaged individual. We got 2 bits of Murano here. Absolute classic, genuine Murano. Beautiful, you know. It's almost a trademark, the Goldie Blondie flecks that are in this. Down here you can see that isn't a crack. That's where the swirl, where they've been making it, you know. Very slight imperfection, I suppose you could call it. It's case glass. It's got you know, white with an inner colour in it. And I mean, it's just a beautiful object as such. And of course, when you turn it over, I don't know if we'll catch it very well in this light. Beautifully ground off on the bottom. There's an amazing amount of scratches on here. I suspect this is 1950s, although it seems ever so racy for that. That was from Abergavenny flea market, and he was a £5. This is controlled bubbles. All right, we'll do it. See through the glass, me peeling off the sticky stuff, and this is beautiful colouring. I don't know if you can catch the way that it sort of 2 tones between the pink and that lilac. The quality of the control bubbles from tiny here up until the oval edge. I mean, talk about craftsman. This is unusually, as opposed to just a polished base, it's got a ground off pontil. And this was from this was funny enough, when I went to Abergavenny, which to get my tooth out, this was the only thing that I could buy in charity shops, and yet the flea market was just a bundle of joy. Right, let's get something else to rabbit on about. Oh, pussycat, where are you going? And And yeah, we've got we've got a classic one of those little weather stations where the men and the women go in and out, and I bet it's sunny when the lady comes out, and I bet it is too. The man's got a raincoat on, and that's what men do. They make it rain. And I'm missing a few bits. My neighbour gave me this. Still got a bit of cobwebs on from the garage, and so on. And I'll have to. This is very sentimental to me. I'll have to stick something in here and the odd other little bits.
The little cat.
Where's the cat? Oh, a little cat. Yeah. I've just thought as well, I've got another thing, but it's going to be too tiny. Anyway, it is sunny, and that is the temperature, I think, in centigrade on the right hand side. Anyway, it might not be the weather here. It's probably the weather in Switzerland, for all I know. Let's get another bit of glass. So this might be a bit of a glassy day today. And if only because this might be the last time we get out in sunlight. You know, often up in the hills here we say goodbye to everyone in October, see you in April when it stops raining, and so we're only too good. This is a classic carnival glass. We're going to look at the colours that it picks up, and colours that aren't even there, as they like to say. You know, this, what is this? Have you got that pinky on there? Is it that just for me? The best thing to tell about carnival glass to see the real colour is when you look through the base. You could almost say this is clear. It's very, very, very subtly pink. Some of this stuff has huge value in the United States. You really do have to get to know the colours. This is vine leaves and berries, I think, if I remember rightly. Great, white grapes then. I don't really know what the band's called. I'm just making it up. Let's go into something as well that I don't have to like, you know.
That's beautiful.
It is truly, isn't it? See, isn't it just stunning? I know. Do you know the bit of Murano glass that we had with the gold flecks in? I said, oh, this is a fiver, and I got them to throw this in for £1. It was £1.50. This just sits on my shelf ever since I got it. It's yes, I've seen colours like that. Bloody blah. One more on my mission about, come on folks, you can buy plates to eat off of that have got fantastic history, that are so good. This is stoneware. It's Moresque on the back. I don't know, can I actually read the maker just for a moment? I thought I might be able to down here. Not too sure about the date on this. Oh, it's Wedgwood. He's got a D on, we could date that. I've got a feeling, making it up, I've got a feeling this is more 1850, 1860 than 1890. Plate like this is just going to last you forever. And this was £1 in the cat's protection in Llandudno. He's got a butterfly. Anyway, what should we grab next? Is it all getting a bit China-y and prissy? Should we grab a grab a bit of boys' stuff? This is a trenching tool. Typically these would be army, and typically they're marked if they're army, and typically they fold up. There are no marks on this at all, but I love the riveted construction. You know, a little mini riveted spade. You know, you can't get better than that. Sue, is that 10 minutes? That would have been for hanging it up. For whatever reason, it might have been for hanging it up when they painted it initially in a factory. So it's getting on time for a little break, I think.
Yes, it is time for a break.
Okay,
now.
so
Time for a cup of
we'll
tea.
be back in a minute. Yeah.
He's a working man.
He's got no choice, he's got bills to pay, he's got mouths to feed, and he'll do what he'll do, what he'll do, what he'll do. Do whatever he has to do, 'cause he's a working man, he'll do whatever he can. He's a working man, he'll do whatever he can. Oh, he'll flip a burger for you, he'll dig you a hole. If he needs to feed his kids, I guess he'd sell his soul. 'Cause he'll do what he'll do, what he'll do, what he'll do. Do whatever he has to do, 'cause he's a working man.
Yeah.
Hi, we're back again, and a nice cup of tea. I've arrangement of green glass which I've bought, most of which I hope is going to be uranium glass because it glows in the dark. Oh, it really does. Anyway, I'm about to find out a moment of truth, and hello pussycat, and I'm going to move these into the dark and try out our new black light that we've bought. So we're going to be back in just a moment. Right, we've pushed these into the darkest corner I can find. But before we get the revelation about the black light, let me just talk about odd things. This here, for example, is a bit of what I'd actually call depression glass. It's probably American. It's the basket weave pattern and lovely little handles on the side. That'll be 1920s, maybe 1930s. And next door to that we have this, which I put in. We've had this on before. It's an Edwardian dressing table set candlestick, and from about 1900. This I so love this. This we've had on before as well. This is a cornucopia shape, the Horn of Plenty. Again, I would have said 1900. Just because there was a fashionable shape, late Victorian times, and of course Georgian times, but that ain't Georgian. Here we've got this has got to be, gosh, if this isn't uranium glass, I don't know what I'll do. I'll have to take double my pills this evening or something. This is almost quadroons, as we like to call, on the side there, and just a beautiful bit of Bagley glass, beautifully ground off on the rim. Then I've got this bit here, this lovely leaf dish, which again has this sort of quadroon pattern, and I swear this is going to be uranium. It's quite an early bit of, we might have had this on before. It's got little bubbles in, blah 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 blah. Up above that was another lovely bit of 1920s, 1930s dressing table set with the butterflies on the bottom. The tray that comes with this is beautiful. Anyway, another bit of green glass. Is this going to be uranium? It seems to glow on the edges, doesn't it? And then, last but not least, we've got I would have thought a 1960s hand blown, hand applied handle, just a lovely water jug, lovely green colour. But now we're going to get into the point of revelation. Here comes the black light. I thought the cornucopia would be. That's just a reflection on there. I'm afraid it just isn't. Look at the way they glow. Isn't that just fun? And that's uranium. It can't do you any harm at all. It's trapped in the glass. Isn't that just phenomenal? Whoa, spooky. Yeah, R2D2 or whatever he was called, he would have liked that. And anyway, I've just got one more little thing to do before we go. And so just a moment, we'll get back to you again. Well, the very, very last thing that I'm going to do is a little dark. And he's a little Wade animal. They made thousands of these, all sorts of different ones, special ones for the Australian market, the American market. They did little presidents and all sorts, and they also did slightly bigger ones, and some of them I love. He's so well made, you know. Look, he's got different colour beak, and he is marked somewhere if I manage to get him
It
round.
was on the edge, the other side.
The other side, yeah.
There.
And he'll say Wade. And if you can think of an animal, Wade have made a little figure of it. Anyway, rather like the English test team, we're going out with a duck. We'll see you next time. This is goodbye from me, from Sue, and from Spotty Cat. Lots of love to you all. See you next time, I hope.
Bye.
He's a working man. He's got no choice. He's got bills to pay. He's got mouths to feed, and he'll do what he'll do, and he'll do what he'll do. Do whatever he has to do. 'Cause he's a working man. He'll do whatever he can. He's a working man. He'll do whatever he can. Oh, he'll work on the checkout. He'll drive a truck. I guess he'd rob a bank if he's out of luck. 'Cause he'll do what he'll do, what he'll do, what he'll do. Do whatever he has to do. 'Cause he's a working man. He'll do whatever he can. He's a working man. He'll do whatever he can. Oh, he'll do what he'll do, what he'll do, what he'll do. Do whatever he has to do.